Today we're back in the beautiful town, my hometown of Panoramic, to see a fantastic lock up and leave apartment with a stunning roof terrace. So Panoramic, we've done a number of videos of this town that you can see by going back on the channel. It's a great town, a town of around 1,000 people. There's all the facilities, restaurant, bars, a couple of bars, local shops. The great thing about this location is you're about 45 minutes from the main ski resorts, but also you're really close to many other towns and really close to the coastline. You've got about half an hour away to the coast, and as you can see from the scenery, very panoramic. We have the lake of Karsuli in this area, fantastic restaurant on that lake. There's also rafting on there. Then we have the town of Civitella, which is over there on the hill, and then you're just seeing the top part of Faro San Martino, which is another great town. And then in the opposite direction we have the town of Karsuli and also Guardiagrel. So in terms of location, it's a tough one to beat, and it's as I said, extremely panoramic. Any noise you hear in the background are the local farmers trimming their olive trees, so you don't have to worry about any road noises or factory noises or anything like that. It's a wonderful town, but in a location that's got easy access to many other things. This is the main church at the top of the village. Beautiful place. Okay, so let's make our way down. 5-minute walk, and we'll take a look at this apartment. If you've seen earlier videos, then you'll recognise the little centre of Panoramic with a little park. And the property we're going to see is a modern place, but for the price and the fact that you can just simply lock up and leave. Just a simple layout. Be great for renting, great for holidaying. It's actually part of this modern building here. And this is the kitchen window that you'll see once we get inside there, and the terrace is this covered area here at the top. So we'll have a look at the front and see what you think of this one. Before we go inside the property, just thought I'd show you around the little park. It is nice to have these green areas in these towns and villages. Just a nice place to sit around. So as I said, the apartment that we're going to see is a modern apartment. It's part of this here, as I mentioned before. But the roof terrace, or the terrace should I say, looks right out as well onto the beautiful Maiella mountain range. So you've got a great terrace on this one. So the entrance to the apartment, this simple staircase here, going into the door there, and then two windows belong to the apartment. Every time I decide to do these videos, cars just like to pass right in front of me. This is a pharmacist, and there's a doctor's surgery as well. Then obviously you've got the beautiful mountains at the end of the street. So this is the apartment. Few steps, 3 steps down into it. And what a great place this is. Look how bright an area this is. Simple layout of a living kitchen dining area. There's actually 2 bedrooms in this. Bathroom and a wonderful terrace that I will show you shortly. It's not going to be the longest video in the world, but there you go. I'll try and stretch it out a little bit. I know you like to hear me talking a lot. Okay, so it has a small kitchen in the corner. Just perfect size for holidays or for renting. Enough room for a table, 4 chairs. And even the side aspect to this one is great. Looking out over the park. The historical centre for the town is just here. So you're in walking distance to a couple of local shops, butchers, pharmacist that is underneath the apartment or to the side. There's one of everything. Doctors, butchers, and as I mentioned before, in a superb location. So a great view out of this window. And although you can see the slope of the roof, it is really high. I'm 6'1" and I'm nowhere near. My head comes probably just lower than the top of this window. And what is it that I say that every time I do videos, there's now I've just had a lorry passing. A lorry passes here probably. Oh, there's 2 actually. They pass here once every now and then. I'm sure people just wait on the outside of the village for me to start doing videos. Okay, in here there is air conditioning in the 2 bedrooms and central heating, gas central heating. Everything's mains. There's people do often ask me if it's mains water, mains drains, things like that. Everything is mains, and there is fibre optics as well in this village. Okay, so in between the 2 bedrooms, even though there is enough room to get small wardrobes, this is quite a clever use of the space in the sense of they've created a wardrobe, but it is really deep. I don't know if you can see that on the video. I'm not going to go inside there, but there's lots of great storage in here. But this is a really good idea to have this size wardrobe. Then we have the main bedroom. Once I've finished slamming all the doors. So you can get a double bed in there with no problem at all, as you can see. Again, really nice and bright. Nice, good sized windows. And there is the aircon. You could have a small wardrobe in there if you wanted to, instead of just drawers. The view out, just out onto the street. Believe me, it is a quiet street. He says, get ready now for the thousands of cars and lorries. The great thing about apartments like this, people may look at buildings like that and think, no, that's the kind of thing I want, something more authentic, if you like. But you look out the window on those apartments and they look onto the modern things, whereas we're in a modern building that needs absolutely zero maintenance, and we look out onto the nice historical part. So that's the street. The bar is just round the corner at the bottom, just beyond that white building that's getting restored, or should I say the orange building. So a nice outlook from the bedroom. These windows as well, they have the shutters on the outside, which I will show you how they work now, just by pulling these, he says. So you can close it up when you're not here, and even when you're here, open all the windows, and you can see, I don't know if you can see that there's small holes in it to let the air through in the evening time. Having said that, there is aircon in here if you need it. Okay, so that's bedroom number 1. It is a good sized bedroom. Let's go through to the second. Second one is a little bit smaller. I think I've just been doing a little bit of measuring, and I think that you could get a double bed in here as well, up against that wall, if you turn these round the other way. Maybe a little bit tighter, but I'm sure you could, for a guest space, I'm sure you could do that. And there's air conditioning on there as well. Again, windows are new, and again with the roller shutters. And there's space for a little wardrobe in this area. But as I say, just outside of the door is this huge amount of space anyway. And then the best part is oh no, before I do that, I better show you the bathroom. This is another video that I've done with forgetting to show the bathroom. Again, good size. You are in the lower part of the roof at the bottom, but I can easily, as I say, I'm 6'1", I'm stood in the bathroom as far as potentially I would go, and I've still got plenty of head space. So in here we have a sink, a unit, bidet, WC, washing machine, and then the shower in this area. And again, it's a good sized shower. I can easily get in there with no problem. Don't worry, I'm not going to. So good sized bathroom. And then here's the great bit. This just really makes the apartment, because it's a huge amount of space and it is covered, which is brilliant, because even in the winter time or if it's raining, you can still use it. It's got storage in there. I haven't actually opened these, so something come flying out. And the boiler's in there. That's a handy place for the boiler. And then just storage, which is great to have out on this terrace, so you can put a barbecue, things like that. And this is a great size terrace. This has got to be at least 3 meters by maybe 4, something like that. And look at the views. How's that for a view? There's a little mini market down here, just to the left. Butcher's is literally just here. What a view that is. I don't know if you can see as well, right at the top of the mountain. You probably won't see, but that little white patch that's in the middle of the screen now, this one, that's where one of the ski resorts is. I don't know if you can see just to the left of that, you can see some antennas. You can actually drive up there. And then another amazing place is this one that looks like it's part of the mountain. This is Piedimonte here. I don't know if you can see this line that goes into the mountain. That's a walkway called Balzolo, that is just absolutely beautiful. And then at this side, let me zoom back out again. You have the historical part of the town behind, and the bar is just round this corner. So, but what a great... I've not said that word yet, have I? Or did I say at the beginning of the video? I think I did. Anyway, I'm going to say it again. What a stunning terrace. It really is it's just a superb place. Yes, as I said before, some people may say I wanted something more historical, but you do have to consider, if you're only spending a certain amount of time a year here, you don't want to be having the upkeep of everything maybe. You know, when you've got something brand new and everything's been done, you don't have to think about it. You literally just lock the door and go home. So it has to be considered, things like this. Plus, look at the views. Great use of space and great views. And let's be honest, the apartment's pretty good as well, isn't it? For less than 50,000 euros. Ridiculous. Okay, let's wind this up with my final thoughts. So, final thoughts on this one? Come on. Write in the comments what I'm going to say. No, it is a brilliant one. Absolutely brilliant. Move straight in. Brilliant holiday home. Superb location. It really is a popular location. If you must have public transport, that's possibly the one downside, that the public transport runs in time with the schools. So first thing in the morning and comes back around about 2 o'clock to get to towns such as Casoli, Lanciano, And of course we also have Guardia Grail that's really close by, within 15 minutes. That's a brilliant town. Then obviously from Carsley and these other places you can get transport out of the area. Closest train station is probably Lanciano, which in the car it was maybe about half an hour, 35 minutes. I mentioned before that the beach, half an hour. Ski resorts within 45 minutes. It's just, it's a beautiful town, absolutely beautiful. I would recommend having a car, but I would recommend that all the time anyway. When you're in Abruzzo, there's just so many places to visit. It's just such a shame not to have a car. So yeah, my final thoughts on this one: fantastic place, stunning terrace, stunning views. See, I've made up for it now. I've said that word a few times. And just a simple, just one of those properties that you just come in, sweep up, clear up, and off you go. All for less than 50k. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks again for watching, and thank you for the support on our YouTube channel. Really appreciated. We're getting nearly 20,000 subscribers, which is absolutely superb. Hoping to do a lot more content, also showing off towns and villages over the coming months. Obviously now we're coming into our busiest time of taking people around and viewing properties, but I will try and get as many videos as done as possible and as soon as possible. And remember to join us every Thursday as we do our live streaming, live on Facebook and on YouTube, where we speak about the legal process of buying a property out here in Italy, amongst many other things. So I hope you can join us on those as well. And if you're considering buying a property like this, or maybe even this one, remotely, then we're completely set up to help you do that. In fact, I would say 70% of the sales we're doing at the moment are remote, helping people buy properties remotely. You don't even have to come out here. And this one would definitely be one that I would potentially take a punt at.